kosher, it's clocked. You're listening to Blocked. It's all blocked.
This episode is brought to you by Kosherdotcom, our partners on this podcast, and a really good resource online for recipes, shows, food content, Torah content, Jewish content.
Essentially all kosher content, you know, the hub of kosher.
And while we like to focus on print, Kosher.com has really taken the digital side really, really well. And there are just so many fun kosher options, both kosher literally in a kashrus world, but also kosher in a way that's
and we've been posting some of our travel content on Kosher.com. So that's a fun one.
That's a fun one. Our travel content is only in the magazine. The only other place you can get it, we get people requesting it a lot, is on Kosher.com.
It's some of our favorite itineraries are there. We did one on Deal, New Jersey. So that was recently posted. That's a good one. So there's a lot of great content. Visit Kosher.com for all your kosher recipe and entertainment needs.
This episode is brought to you by Heaven and Earth's new real fruit snacks. Shifra, when I used to come to New York when I was younger, I'd come for Tishrei to the Rebbe.
And we never met.
One of the candies that stuck out besides like the nugget rolls and the Torah gum or the mitzvah gum was the fruit snacks. Do you remember the fruit snacks?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, till today I have not found a matching. There is one candy that's similar, but somehow that flavor, there was different flavors, different pouches. Anyways, I saw this.
That's it. You're right.
What?
This.
So I picked this up in the store seeing, and I'm like, okay, let's see if this. It was so nostalgic. So anyways, it does come in this flavor here, which is, what flavor
this we have in the house.
Different mixed fruit.
So this I tried.
In orchard blend. So that looks like orange and apple.
Apple orange, so it's like very nice.
And then it comes in the berry patch. It looks like raspberry and blackberry.
That's so fun.
And the chap over here is obviously Heaven and Earth. It is made with real fruit. It's got vitamins in it, natural, everything in natural colors and flavors.
Again, another winner from Heaven and Earth. Really looking.
It's school safe. I guess there's no allergens.
Oh, love it.
So you know what I'm going to do right now? Without further ado, we shall just
try it. We're doing a lot of ASMR with the ads today. We're trying the stuff. Amen.
It's got great texture, by the way. It's like a real gummy.
I love the shapes, you know? I get why kids like this stuff. It's just so fun. They have red apple and green apple.
I'll try the berry. I like it. Your kids for sure will like it. You'll probably like it too. Anyways, Heaven and Earth's new fruit. What do they call them? Fruit snacks? Yeah. New fruit snacks. Pick them up in your local kosher supermarket. Enjoy.
The apple and orange is really good.
This episode is brought to you by Eden Foods Lion's Mane dried mushroom. Shifra, what are these?
First of all, have you ever seen them raw?
They're the furry ones. It
literally looks like a lion's mane. But mushrooms are a huge trend right now. They're very nutritious, really good for you. There's even mushroom coffees nowadays. But this dried lion's mane mushroom is a great way to enjoy it. Let's say you can't find it in the store. You could reconstitute this in water, and then you can roast it. You could braise it.
I feel like the typical mushrooms to reconstitute are like the shiitake.
Yeah, shiitakes
so
are
this is something
the most
unique and different.
Definitely. And it's very hard to find fresh lion's mane mushroom. You're not just going to find it at your grocery store or local produce market. This is a great way to really enjoy it and get the benefits of mushrooms.
And as usual,
all about high quality, well sourced ingredients.
That's what I was going to say.
That you could trust, and it's organic. Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Coming soon or already in your local supermarkets.
You can also go to their website,
edenfoods.com.
Yeah. And there you can also purchase all their stuff.
And they actually tell you what lion's mane mushrooms are, how to rehydrate. Great product.
Yeah, we're excited about it. It's a good one.
All right. So yes, if you get hungry, you definitely can have some salaminis.
Yes, we were just like thinking about opening up a pack. I like the sweet Italian flavor.
I like the pepperoni one.
What's your favorite flavor sausage?
Oh, I'm really an OG girl. I like the andouille. Like a sausage andouille.
What is the flavor profile of andouille?
If there's wine in there, there's garlic, pepper.
It's a Spanish sausage, no?
I believe so. I don't know the origin. I'm not gonna talk.
Not very common on the kosher
But
market.
I just
It's
know
not a very familiar flavor profile.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like based on not kosher meat.
correct, and they use pork fat.
Yeah. Have you ever made your own sausage?
I have a bunch of times.
A bunch of times.
I haven't done it yet commercially because I'm still ramping up and learning how to. It is a process, and I want to get it perfect before I sell it. When it comes to that snap, when it comes to that juiciness, and also casings can be a bit of an issue, and getting them the right supply and not getting a pallet.
Oh my gosh, we're chatting as if everybody knows who you are and why you're such an authority on sausage making.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, what do I know?
We're live.
I just have a master in education and play with meat on the side.
All right, so
Okay,
we are
amazing.
back. We
are back to
the Glatt podcast.
Exactly. We have Dani Goldblatt all the way from LA, and we knew it doesn't matter what time of day it is. We knew we had to get you in the studio.
Super excited.
So for reference,
Yes, for reference.
we are recording right now. What time is it? It is now 9:30 on a Sunday
LA
night.
time.
LA time,
it's only
it's 6:30. I got
Yeah.
it on a red eye this morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, you guys texted me? I'm like, I will be there. Flood, rain, snow, sleet. I will be there.
And
So for
tell
those
us-
that
yeah.
don't know,
Yes.
those that don't know, Dani is the only
I think so.
religious pitmaster,
Female.
female pitmaster. Yes, that is the most important point of it. Here.
And we've been like interacting for years. I don't think we ever met in person. It was so funny because today I was telling my son that you're coming onto the podcast, and he had showed me a message that you messaged him on Instagram. It was so sweet.
Was it? What did I say there?
Yeah, you said something like, wow, you even make peanut butter and jelly look great. And if you're ever in LA, I'll hook you up.
I was really amazed with the stuff, and I definitely could get him some private chef gigs out there. And
That's so nice and supportive of you. And it shows so much about your character.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was so nice.
I joke. I mean, I grew up at a high school that was and where I ended up teaching. I have a master's in education. I taught Jewish studies for 10 years. And I went to the same high school I taught at. It's not from, I didn't grow up from.
Okay.
It's called D. Toledo High School. The D. Toledo family donated the money. That's why it
Where is the school?
It's in the Valley in West Hills.
Okay.
And it's a very much a value-based school. Not everyone's an A-plus student, but everyone can be an A-plus human being. Not everyone's enrolled in AP classes, but everyone's enrolled in AP kindness.
Were you barbecuing in school?
Was I barbecuing in school? No.
Were you braaiing in school?
No,
Okay, so
nothing.
you grew up, like passionate about education.
Yeah, I grew up, everyone thought I'd actually be like a conservative rabbi.
Okay,
Everyone
you have that
I was in
leadership.
very...
This is our second guest in the last few episodes that started in education. Actually, third. Nomi Nachman was telling us that she was in education. Was Ahuva also in education? Or am I mixing up?
I don't know.
Just Nomi. Okay, but either ways, it is interesting. Shifra was also in education. And you went from education to barbecue.
Yeah, how did that happen? This is fascinating.
So I grew up eating a lot of veggie style out the house, kosher style. Again, we didn't grow up from, but very traditional, like Friday night, always home. We always did both days of the Chagim. I missed public school for those kind of things. I was the only kosher keeping kid in a public school of 2,000 kids. And there's a video of me with a drumstick in one hand and a baby lamb chop in the other, singing Dayenu at 2.5 years old for my grandmother, chewing on each one and telling her about my potty training. And it just, from back then, I loved meat.
That is so cute. Do you still have that video?
I do.
Can we pull it up?
Yes, I will pull it
Would
up.
that be cute?
I have the
Yeah,
video.
you must send it to us.
I will.
Okay,
it's literally in my drive. It's in my class, so I'll find it after this.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I have this little Yiddish accent, and I tell Mimi, my grandma, I went pee-pee on the little toilet while eating the food. You know what a good toddler does. You eat and talk about your potty training.
100%.
And so I always just wanted things I couldn't have. I would see my friends eat things. I'd see things. People would come up to me at these Nobu restaurants with set menus for a birthday and be like, Dani, order whatever you want. And would order me like $100 of like Toro and this and that because it was a trafe set menu, but they'd order me kosher style, whatever I wanted.
Right.
And so once I moved out of the house, I got married young at 21 and I just started cooking for fun with a George Foreman and a simple balsamic soy marinade and steaks.
Okay.
George Foreman, then I went to pan searing them. And then I got a sous vide for my first Mother's
So you got
Day.
married and you kept a kosher home.
Yeah, I was from when I got married.
Okay. When did you become from?
Before I met my husband, I'd frommed out a couple times, in high school. I just saw
What
things
inspired you?
So I was always very connected to my Yiddishkeit.
Okay.
I really loved studying. For my 8th grade graduation from public school, I wanted Bava Mitzvah. My grandparents saw me the Sansino, Bava Mitzvah. Yeah,
so your neshama was like...
They called me Rebbitzin since I was a little girl. I used to apparently take my grandma's best friend and around by the hand looking at the mezuzahs at different places. So it's really, really in me. And so I I was already becoming from at that point. I'd stopped driving on Shabbos for when I met my husband. Like I really was becoming from, and
so you got married, you had a kosher home straight away.
Yeah. And I grew up I also joke like Pesach today. That's how I grew up doing Pesach. Like it was no different with the South African, very traditional style. My mom's South African.
Where's the South African?
Really?
So my mom's South African. That's why I do biltong, and also my other sausage I love is boerewors.
That's why I always joke about Brian and all this
Got
stuff.
it. And South African also has a lot of appreciation for barbecue and grilling.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a culture that's like obsessed with meat.
Hot and fast grilling.
Did you grow up with that as well?
Not really. More like my grandmother and my grandfather before he passed away. Like we'd always go there for baby lamb chops, boerewors.
Got it.
Like that kind of braai.
Yeah.
And whenever I message him,
South
I go,
Africans are also very warm and traditional.
Yes.
Like even if they aren't that religious, they still are doing Shabbos.
Has it come for Shabbos, man?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So anytime I message him,
I mean, we
I'm
literally call people that are, is the word jappy? They're called a kugel.
the African ladies.
That's it.
Oh, that's funny. So
And
like
they go in the
even
street
the
and
names are named.
How's it? And they're catching
So have you
up and
visited
stuff.
South Africa?
I haven't. My mom actually hasn't gone back.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people
You
who
still have
left never
family
went
there?
back.
Distant family,
Yeah.
like very distant cousins. Everyone pretty much went to Australia, a couple to London, and then LA. So
Yeah,
Israel as well.
The crime is bad, and it was
Yeah. It's. I mean, that was
really
really
bad.
my mom, and my mom had no desire to go back. There wasn't there. I'd love to go. As I always said, I didn't happen for our 10th anniversary, especially with COVID. But I'd love to do a kosher safari. Also as a meat person, like
you would love it. You would
And do some real braaiing, not barbecuing.
okay, a real braai, real braai from the Chattis himself.
Okay, so back to the barbecue.
So you get married.
I
you're
got
keeping
married.
kosher
I'm
home,
just for fun. I mean,
having fun.
I was keeping again. When I say keeping a kosher home, I was very much used to a lot of this already.
Yeah.
Like, because I grew up with it, but it just like took it up a notch.
100%.
So when people say, are you Baltuv? I'm like, dude, I've always been like this really close to Yiddishkeit. Like, I was the gabbai all the time at my synagogue growing up. I would read Torah all the time at my synagogue growing up. Like, that's how I'm very in that world.
Totally.
And so the food just came because I just wanted things I couldn't have. And I just started playing around with the sous vide. I got a charcoal grill and made my first brisket, which my friends were very kind and said it was good. And I was just like, it was chewy. I didn't like the smoke flavor. And I was like, oh, and then I got an electric smoker. We're going to keep going. And I didn't do briskets because they were expensive and big. And I was just working on other things. And then eventually I got a pellet grill. And this is where things got a little interesting. So I started Holy Smokes fully for fun as an Instagram. Like, I'm teaching school. It's a little bit for Shabbos here and there with friends.
Holy Smokes starts off as an Instagram page where you're passionately sharing what you're doing at home for fun.
For fun.
And you're recreating things that you
Not
always wanted to
specifically
taste
barbecue.
but couldn't.
Yeah, not even, it's mostly meat. It could have been sous vide meat, but anything meat related.
But not even like smoking as American barbecue the way we know
I
it.
was smoking at that time.
But you said you were doing pellets.
She was doing it my way. She was doing it on a charcoal grill, and then she moved on to the pellets.
And someone on this kosher Facebook group that I'm part of reached out and said, hey, I want to do kosher barbecue. And I'm not Jewish, but I really want to help this person. And everyone was like, first of all, I would say everyone was a Kiddush Hashem. That is so kind of you. That's so sweet. But
non-Jewish person wants to do kosher barbecue.
Correct, for someone. And everyone
in LA?
And everyone's like, that's so kind of you. But it's most likely they're probably not going to just need kosher meat on a smoker. Maybe they will. Maybe they're like how maybe I grew. But not. So I reached out to him. I'm like, I teach Jewish studies. I'll teach you till the cows come home. No pun intended. And let's meet up. He's an evangelical Christian named Jeremy Yoder. And I recognized him. One of his videos went viral, but he wasn't doing it like majorly. He was doing a few things for a living at the time. And today it's his full-time job. Like, he's got almost 1 million followers on YouTube, subscribers. And he really puts out incredible barbecue content. But at the time, I signed an NDA, so I can't share on camera who this was for. But we cooked for this VIP, and he was cooking for the company Trafe. So we cooked only like kosher brisket. And I was really overseeing, that side, and we were separate on the facility when we served.
And that was your first official, like, sort of catering job.
And that was my first time having an offset smoker brisket. And my first bite, he's like, you cut it. I took a bite, and he left already. He goes, you didn't let it rest long enough. And I'm like, Jeremy, I'm crying. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, this is so good. Oh my, this is nothing like, I'm like, Jeremy, I was freaking out. I was dancing. I was screaming for my husband. I was like, this is insane. I was really freaking out.
What did he say when he tasted it?
So when this guy tasted it, says, do you need money? And we're like, oh, the company's paid us. And he goes, no, for an investment. And Jeremy and I'm like, what?
Oh.
Wow. What are you talking about, bro? This was one time. I'm a teacher. What are you talking about? So they asked for us to do it again for the company and this person, and we do it. And they're like, do you need money? Like, come on. And we're like,
oh,
what are you
wait,
talking
they didn't
about?
pay you.
They were paying the catering business, but this VIP was like, do you need money as in like
they
an
want to
investment?
invest and actually do it.
They wanted us to start a
I
restaurant.
thought you were doing it as a volunteer.
Oh no, I wasn't really getting paid for this, for the kosher. This was for me fun. I was overseeing it.
Right,
we were
right.
under Kosher LA. I was overseeing the kashrut of it. It was outside of my home because I had to explain to the rabbi, everything's new, but we can't park this.
And you're not even thinking, oh, I'm going to do this as a business.
No.
Okay.
Not even. This is 2019, spring 2019. I'm like, this is for fun. So after the second time, I look at Jeremy. I'm like, all right, everyone loves it. I love it. Like Rosh Hashanah is coming up now. Jeremy, evangelical Christian, amazing guy. Not someone who actually they don't go out converting. That's not their cup of tea at all. But he also almost became a pastor, and he knows a lot more about Hebrew and Shorashim than like my husband. I had no
it's very interesting.
It's so he knows so much about it. I'm like Rosh Hashanah's coming up. I'm like Rosh, Het, Shana, the Hasha, New Year. The Jewish New Year's coming up. Wow. I'm like, this was him all the time. I'm like, show up. So we end up cooking and selling for Rosh Hashanah. We buy a vacuum sealer again, all because not only Heksher, but you can't do this indoors. So we buy new tables, new everything.
So just
spices.
to interrupt for a second for the listeners and viewers, what is smoking versus barbecue?
Great question.
And you're now going into smoking, which is like a traditional American barbecue.
Great question.
Okay, so what is the distinction? Because I think of like grilling as like, or even barbecue as just like taking a steak, throwing it on the grill. So just tell us a little bit about that.
So I think of barbecue overall as also fire cooking. I think barbecue is a big category. I'm definitely not going to be like, this is what it is, because everyone will say something different. Smoking is always low and slow.
Okay.
I would say you're never smoking above 300. You can crank things up to 300 when they're wrapped. You're never starting at 300, but you can crank things up or maybe even higher if you're crisping up a chicken skin. Mm-hmm. Smoking is low and slow. When I think of grilling, I think of hot and fast. And then barbecue encompasses those two.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
That is amazing. No, because like the way you explained it really encompasses your teaching abilities, but also your knowledge and what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was really great. And that's the challenge in smoking, which I think is a little bit harder and more skill-based than, let's say, grilling something. It's not easy, but it's easier to take a rib steak and just throw it on the grill 5 minutes per side and you're done versus taking a 4-pound, 6-pound, 8-pound brisket and cooking it so it's melting in your mouth. Oh, 15 pounds.
My briskets start off massive.
Wow.
And there's a lot of different ways to do it. And I'll tell you that I don't have a chance to go to the barbecue places out here this trip. Mm-hmm. And I'm
There's not that many here.
Not per se in 5 towns. I just meant here in New York.
Even in New York.
But New York, New Jersey, there is there's enough I'd want to go try.
Okay, and you don't have time now?
I don't have time this trip, but I will come back, God willing. But I want to try the different smokers because no one out here, from my understanding, uses the Texas style smoker that I use, and it does produce a different flavor. Now, you guys have weather.
There probably is someone who just opened literally this week.
Well, Ari. I don't think he has the offset. I don't know. Maybe he does. I'll ask him. I know which one he was using indoors, and they're amazing. But for the New York weather, I don't think it's realistic to have all year round these offset smokers.
So offset smokers use only wood.
So offset smokers, but Ari's and others do too. Offset smokers work like this. It's a giant
chamber. It's a chamber on the side.
Hand me that honey spear behind you. The honey. Great. So imagine this is a propane tank.
Okay.
Like those big propane tanks. The first thing they do is they fill it with water. Why? Because one cut with even a tiny bit of gas, boom. Mm-hmm. So they fill them with water completely till water pops out. There's no gas in. They saw off one of the ends. And this, in my case, is a 500-gallon propane tank. They take a smaller tank and weld it on here. And it's set off to the side. Hence why it's called an offset smoker. And then there's a stack.
In other words, the wood and the stuff that's producing the smoke is going on the side.
On the side.
And that whole barrel is the grill.
Correct. And it runs through and then up out the stack. Whereas some of the other smokers might be like this and they might rotate inside and the wood. And it all has to do with airflow. And there's a lot of science behind it. Jeremy is
So you were just saying that in New York, the offset smoker is more challenging because of the weather?
I would assume so. You guys have a lot more snow and wind and rain. And I definitely fight the rain in LA for sure with the weather. Wind is a huge issue. You could smoke in 20 degrees and light snow, but if you're smoking in 70 degrees with 40 miles an hour wind, good luck to you.
So there's a lot of science, detail, factors that you have to deal with that make it very challenging. So you start off we're going to go back because, okay, so that's really cool. That's the skill and the expertise that you have developed over the years. So you start in 2019, you cook some briskets for Rosh Hashanah.
COVID hits. We did for Sukkot as well. COVID hits. Jeremy and his wife are pregnant and have a beautiful baby girl here, moved back to Kentucky where they're from.
Okay.
And nothing ended business-wise. It just was life. And this was for fun.
Were you still doing smoking during COVID?
Yeah. So I was smoking during COVID and selling it out of my house.
Did it pop off during that time?
It was during the row, yeah. And I was starting to do some private chef gigs while also teaching. And at some point during the teaching, I just was getting a little burnt out between COVID and, kids coming in who were like 5th graders, but they were 14, but they missed all this in-person experience.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And so I just needed a break. I wasn't coming home with anything in the tank for my little kids. And we really sat down to see if this was a possibility, because it wasn't something we could afford to just jump into.
So your husband was doing this with you when?
Doing the math with me.
No, I'm saying the actual work. And
no, he's not a cook. He's totally on like the business side, graphic design, anything I need, develop flyers, and he's super techie. And I love tech, but he's like next level. And he's also incredibly gifted musically with art, so he's really able to put some cool stuff together for me. But I have a girlfriend who's my graphic designer, and I trade her food for
that's awesome.
Some of the work she does for me.
Okay, so you basically you obviously realized that there's something here,
there's
and
something
you basically
here.
started cooking privately.
Yeah, so I started cooking privately at the home, and then when we saw that this was real, there was a butcher shop that had a little bit of space for me, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it all the time. It's going to be once a week, once every other week.
Where was that, in LA or the Valley?
Half a mile from my place in the Valley. The Valley's in LA, like the Valley.
The Valley's higher. Okay.
The Valley's lower, so the city's higher up, and we're surrounded by mountains, which is why it's so hot and the heat just sinks. You go up the hill and it could be like 25 degrees cooler in the city. So we're in the Valley. It was a shkacha pratis because I didn't have to get a new car. My Highlander could tow the smoker half a mile.
Cool.
Right to the butcher shop and back. So, and I was
you would go to him like for kashrus and whatever.
Exactly.
You were basically smoking by him.
My smoker gets locked up, but I have to keep it at home.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know LA. It is not safe.
No,
I'm not leaving
LA.
anything. Yeah. I mean, my truck got stolen during fire relief. I don't know.
No way.
We made 3,000 meals, $250,000 raised. But the first day, my truck got stolen.
I remember. I saw that.
What happened?
Baruch Hashem, we got it back later that night.
Really?
With OnStar's help.
How much did you raise during the fires?
$250,000.
Wow.
I teamed up with Chef Bay, who's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Because she was like,
Jewish blogger in the Los Angeles area.
She's Jewish, but her content really is not Jewish specific. Right. But yeah, she really came out strong after 10/7 and was like, did amazing work in Israel. And
so it's actually like just so incredible to think about 2019, you're just like figuring this out. 2020, 2021, you leave your teaching career behind, you start this business, and by 2025, you're a full flourishing business that's able to raise $250,000 for the locals.
It's all a
that's incredible.
I got my own kitchen last summer, which in a warehouse, fully built out. When I say I got a needle in a haystack, I mean needle in a haystack.
Leslie, you have a kitchen. Are you doing now barbecue for private people, or is it more catering?
A lot of catering. We do full service catering, but not just, we do fine dining as well. I call myself the meat queen. You're going to have incredible foods, whether you like smoked meat or not, no problem.
I do have to attest to it because we were discussing an article for the July issue of Fleishik's magazine. And what I really appreciated about our discussion was, number one, you really researched what we hadn't done. And you came to me with okay, you never did yakitori. And then we did it, and it was so legit, and it was such a cool experience, and it was so wonderful. So your skills, ability, and knowledge really come through.
It was really
incredible.
So if someone's visiting LA, how do they taste your food?
Great question. So we offer a new thing now every Wednesday, solid family takeout package, not smoked, $120 usually, $13 delivery fee. Lot of food, feeds your family, and it's not burgers. I did a sticky hoisin chicken, coconut rice, miso glazed eggplant.
Cool. So it's just but
not at all barbecue.
That's my Wednesday special. And then on Shabbos, we have Shabbos takeout where I have smoked briskets. We're adding more smoke to the lineup, but people also want non-smoked. People want roast chickens. I just added the mole. I may have gotten some inspiration from this magazine called Fleischigs. They did mole short rib. I believe it was a couple years ago. And I got some inspiration from them because I use a lot of my smoked birria uses ancho and guajillo.
That's right.
So the flavors I'm very familiar with. And I was like, I never added chocolate to the mix. I was like, mole, genius.
Yeah.
Okay.
A mole is a Mexican,
sauce
a Mexican
with
sauce that has 100 ingredients.
But it's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
So it's a new staple on my menu. I offer some really fun herrings, and I saute some of my my onions for my herrings.
Okay, so your smoking business ends up transitioning into catering and doing different things that you see the
Shabbos
community
takeout.
needs.
Shabbos takeout. Yeah.
Because I love the Wednesday idea.
Because I
That's
just wanted
so
to be
smart.
it's just a different way not to have burgers and fast food for your family.
And families also takeout could be so expensive, and doing sort of I'll make your dinner. So how much does it cost, let's say, for a family? How much does it feed?
So the Wednesday package, and I'm starting to add Shabbos packages because I'm also learning what the community wants.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So the packages range between 110 to really 130 depending on what I'm using.
Okay.
And there's 8 pieces of chicken or plenty of kebabs, chicken legs and thighs. We've got, like I said, the coconut chicken was this week, miso glazed eggplant. And I can't even remember.
So besides Thursday nights,
Wednesday nights, and then
Wednesday night, Thursday night, you're smoking stuff for Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Let's say people are visiting, whatever, they want to try your smoked stuff. When are you smoking stuff?
So we smoke usually every Tuesday, and it's always for sale on our website. So you go to Kosherdotcom, Kosherdotcom, both URLs work. You go place your order, and we deliver anywhere in LA Friday. Pretty much greater LA Friday. Our brisket and smoked meats come vacuum sealed. Mostly, except like the chickens.
But you do also enjoy the catering, mixing the catering with the barbecue.
Oh yeah.
When I came into Kosher Food and Wine, that's exactly what
we did. Short rib pastrami nigiri.
Short rib pastrami. Oh wow.
Over sushi rice, and then I did my smoked birria, which is my. Because there are things like I've learned that, not everything smoked goes well in a sauce. I've really played around with some recipes.
Interesting. And you found that flavor profile.
I did I did smoked lamb, and then I did a pomegranate sauce where you finish in the sauce. And I found the sauce to be too smoky as well. Okay. Versus, let's say, smoking something and then adding a glaze on the end. So I've really found how I do my smoked pulled beef is I smoke it for a while, and then we steam it to finish it and shred it. Because I really balance out the smoke flavor. Some of my non-kosher barbecue friends go like, you have such a light smoke. Like they're like, you're not dirtying up your smoke a lot, which means making it smokier. And I'm like, guys, the Jewish community doesn't want it. Yep. They don't want it. I'm like, you got to know. Like you're running through cleanup.
You have to get to know the community.
Correct.
Yeah. How is the LA community, the LA kosher community, because that's who you're serving primarily. Do you have any non-kosher customers as well? That's so cool.
Yeah, we definitely get that. We definitely get that. Non-Jewish too, and non-kosher.
No, talking about like you were talking about like the non-kosher, smokers and whatever, and the different communities. How does it work? Like being a religious woman in the barbecue world.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the religious side, which obviously has its kosher challenges. I know the male smokers. They talk about their interesting interactions.
Are you on their WhatsApp groups or no?
Yeah. So give us a bit of the inside peek in that, because that's probably interesting. Yeah.
So I've got my kosher barbecue buddies, which, and many of them, Bosch and Co. We've gone to competitions together.
Have you ever competed?
Yeah. I've competed with gals. We won this year. We won.
You were with
Warren
Rockmacher, no?
Yeah. Warren and Yossi Dworkin.
Yossi Dworkin and I go back. I mean, Yossi's brother was my best friend. Growing up in South Africa, we grew up together. Yeah.
So we compete together. This year Warren didn't compete this year because he was running the show. We thought we were going to get disqualified from turkey, and we got second place turkey. Wow. Don't ask me how. Yeah,
turkey's one of those things that people.
And we got third place brisket, which we believe needed to rest longer. I'm not a very confrontational person nor forceful. Neither is like the South African chill vibes.
Yeah.
I knew the smoker we were smoking on much better, and I wasn't pushing to go faster because I'm like, Yossi's like, we have time. I'm like, we've got time. But then at the end, he's like, it's not cranking up. And I was explaining why. He's like, you should have spoken up sooner. I'm like, it's all good. We just didn't have a time to rest as long enough.
Because when you join a team and it's with someone you don't work with often, it's a balance of how to be.
Oh, it really is. And everyone's amazing.
My first 2 years, I did whatever. I was like, I'm your slave. I did chicken scraping.
But not only is everyone a maven, and then in this world, pitmasters are typically male. So now she's also coming in with egos.
So we are hearing that there is. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing to navigate.
Are the biggest mensches on the face of the earth, the most non-misogynist, the most sensitive men you can possibly. And I would say the reception to it overall has been phenomenal. Like I've never had anyone say.
By the way, do you schlep? Are you schlepping these big briskets and all the charcoal?
I have. I mean, when I went to Nashville, I schlepped a lot of things. I didn't schlep this trip all the charcoal, and I joked. I don't even saw my reel today. I was like bloating wood in my smoker and meats and a knife and this and that, like how a pitmaster travels. But they're quite. I travel some stuff with my husband sometimes. Like,
no, not even traveling. I'm saying like at the competitions or even. You're schlepping? I mean, you don't mind schlepping?
I don't mind schlepping. I buy a lot of stuff to be sent here, and luckily it's here. I'm not in New York and Florida.
No, I don't mean schlepping from California. I'm talking about like physically picking up heavy stuff.
Are you kidding me? What do you think I do for 20 hours when I'm cooking my meat, man?
I think it's like essential.
Schlepping.
Like she's a pitmaster.
So once I cook, like I've got, let's say 8 briskets. Let's say we've got 150 pounds of briskets on the smoker. By 1 o'clock, I'm rotating those briskets every hour. So I'm taking briskets out, no matter what the weather. 118 at one point. I ended up getting an IV the next day. It was that gnarly.
Wow.
But taking out the briskets, rotating them to where they need to rotate, putting them back in, feeding the fire. So it starts to pick up at the end of the day, and it can be really exhausting. And I've learned how much else I can do in the kitchen while smoking a full smoking load, like a lot, because I have to pay attention. I don't want that quality to diminish just because I'm doing a million other things in the kitchen. So I've really learned how much I can do depending on what I'm cooking that day.
How much of a team do you have now? Like
I don't have a big team.
You don't have a big team.
I don't. I have a mashgiach who kind of rotates based on like the school year. This past year, he was at a yeshiva as a dorm counselor, and he's leaving. Someone else will come in the summer, and I train them to do some stuff, but nothing. I mean, some of them come in with a little more experience.
Okay, so thank God for Shabbos.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. What's the most interesting thing you?
And I do have some staff that helps me with catering and stuff. I do, but it's not. They're not full time.
Understood.
What's the most interesting thing you've smoked? I mean, I'm assuming you've done chicken, turkey, and pretty much beef, and that you've.
Okay, so I'll tell you an interesting story. So Jeremy's wife's at my house. Lo and behold, sent us some stuff to smoke. Not only am I the mashgicha, it's my house. You think I'm letting Treif come in my house? I don't know the difference. So lo and behold, whole shoulder, bone-in shoulder veal shoulder.
Wow.
Veal shoulder. Okay.
And we're smoking it, and it comes out the smoker, and we're picking at it. And Erica, Jeremy's wife, again, they're not Jewish. Wow, this pulled. Oh my God. Dani, Jeremy, it's pulled. How did you put pork in our house? How is it? She starts freaking out. I'm like, it's not pork. How do you know, Dani? I'm like, what? How do I know? Like, what do you mean? How do I know? Yeah. I'm like, dude, it came in the stew. Like, I bought it myself. Like, I know it.
Right.
This tastes identical. And that was like a light bulb. That was crazy.
What's your favorite thing to smoke?
So I was just telling someone at dinner tonight, it's hard. Like, it depends on
chicken, ribs.
Well, I'll tell you, my smoked fried chicken is crazy. My smoked fried chicken.
Yeah.
My smoked fried chicken I can eat, and
You ever had Izzy's?
I haven't.
Izzy's OG smoked fried chicken.
Does he do a thigh or does he do a breast?
Should we share a story about?
Yeah, you could share it.
We could share it?
You're so sweet for asking.
When Shifra gave birth, that was the one thing that she wanted, and I went to Izzy and I told her.
I was in LIJ, and that's in like New Hyde Park, New York.
You're speaking the
end of Queens.
Okay, it's like from the Valley to LA,
yes.
to Pico.
So I went to Izzy. It happens to be he was there, and I told him that I was picking it up for you. And how can you send it in a way that shouldn't get ruined? And he actually put it together for us, deconstructed the bun like this, the pickles and the slaw, everything separate. And we brought it to the hospital.
It was so good. It was so good.
It hit the spot.
So I'm thinking to start selling them. I've learned to make, I was struggling with my batter of how I could make it to hold better. And I changed my batter and my process slightly. And I believe I can make this a Shabbos item like schnitzel.
Really?
And then I do maple aioli and I do my own cowboy jalapenos. I make all my pickles in-house. We're not buying pickles.
Okay, we have to go back to LA just to have her Shabbos takeout.
Yeah.
I really
sounds so good.
And so my menu rotates.
We will be back
bigger.
in the next few months.
Please.
Yeah.
Please
you
come.
see, we do come to LA.
No, we do come. My
every
sister
so
lives
often.
there.
And I really
That's
try
so
to
cool.
focus.
Did you ever hear of Evercrisp?
No.
So it's the secret ingredient that a lot of chefs put into their
schnitzels, batters, fried batters.
What?
Yeah. It gives
It's a
you
secret?
that. It's like a...
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. I'm giving away chef secrets. Evercrisp.
Well, I just discovered calcium chloride. Pickle crisp.
This I don't know. Tell me.
What is
calcium
that?
chloride?
We're sharing secrets.
It's the ball brand makes like the mason jar ball, but also so many. And I actually was using it to make pearls the other day.
So cool.
Calcium chloride makes it not get soggy. So whether you're making your homemade
smart.
pickles, so
we make pickles for Pesach. So you
find
put a little bit
but
in.
It's literally, and I always joke to rabbis, I'm like,
I know, but I'm just saying.
But we have had times we make pickles
mushy.
and they aren't firm. They get soft.
They get soggy. Calcium chloride. And again, I know it's Pesach, but it's like H2O. It's like it's calcium chloride.
Right.
I know Pesach is different. Would it be a great shiloh? It would be a good question. It's a good shiloh because it's pure calcium chloride and nothing else. And I actually think big manufacturers actually use it.
Amazing.
Sort of like pink salt. They don't have kosher pink salt for Pesach, but we have kosher pastrami. It's just 2 items usually.
Interesting.
Right? So the curing pink salt. That's what I mean. Okay.
So you find it? Oh, we both.
No, go ahead.
At the same time. No, I'll hold on to mine. Go.
No, hold on to mine.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Go ahead.
Do you find it easier now you mentioned before, like when you were a teacher and you were also starting your business, but like you said, it was just very hard to have energy to also like come home and like, you have a family and you have kids. Do you find it easier now running your own business?
People laugh at me like, you went from teaching to what industry?
I know,
like people who know both industries are like,
thinking
what
about
did you do?
it.
I'm like, well, I wasn't so crazy. I didn't open a restaurant. Like
that is true, by the way.
I'm not that crazy.
And also it seems like you are figuring out how to make it work for yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Like you're doing the Wednesday thing and the Shabbos thing. And it's like,
and there are Sundays I miss.
organized.
There are definitely Sundays I miss. And it's really, looking at Shark Tank, I come from a family with business, and it's figuring out how do you push it all the way and not sacrifice everything. I'm not willing to sacrifice my relationship with my family.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to let my business bring down the relationship with my family. If you see something going wrong, something else is going wrong because my family is first and foremost. And while I want to work my butt off and give 100% to my business, which I do, nothing will come before my family.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I feel the same way. And my conclusion, I don't know if it's a good one or it's going to make you feel better, but my conclusion is that you have to reassess your definition of success and what you want.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because let's say for me, like I want this amount of growth or I want to accomplish this, but then I want to be there for my kids. So I can't do it both. It's not possible.
Correct. And that's always, and I think that definition changes over time. And also when our kids get older, my kids are very young still.
Right. When they get older, it's easier.
I don't want to leave my kids for 4 weeks to film a show that I've been asked so many times. I don't want to leave my kids and my business for that matter to go film a show. But when they're 18, maybe it's a little different when they're a couple weeks. It's very different.
100%. Or when they're like even 12 going to camp, you do it in the summer.
If my kids go to sleepaway, we'll see.
I know, right? Mine also.
Mine also.
My daughter's like, I don't think I'm ever leaving this house.
My famous story is I came home after 3 days of sleepaway camp.
Oh, really?
14. Yeah, so we are really.
So if your kids are anything
my parents are like,
like
are you sure you're ready to get married? I'm like, yeah, guys, I live on my own for a year now.
So what do you have in the works? Like what's going on in the next few months? Summer, I'm sure is barbecue time.
Barbecue time for sure. I'm really excited. You guys are the first to really hear it that we're ready to launch shipping nationwide.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's going to start off small in terms
what
of
what are you shipping?
We're going to start off with high-end items, just smoked brisket with minimum orders, because to order 1 pound and have to ship it and deal with the ice, it's a lot.
So walk me through this. I would order a piece of brisket or whatever it is.
A few pounds of brisket, vacuum sealed.
And you're telling people in the package how to heat that up.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a QR code so people can go. We have a lot of different instructions online based on the item you got. You're not going to reheat that bone and ribeye, reverse sear the same way you're going to put that brisket. The brisket all goes in a hot water bath, like sous vide. No sous vide, I say no problem. You got water, you got a pot. Drop in that bag and lowish simmer. No problem.
Under what hashkafa?
Cool.
RCC, which is the big, the Rabbinical Council.
That's very cool.
That is amazing. So where could people get it from? Let's remind them. Because you mentioned your website before.
So Holy Smokes Kosherdotcom.
Okay,
we have to say it slowly here.
Holy Smokes.
Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Kosher barbecue.
You see? Holy Smokes Kosher Barbecue.
You know what? Do you know what? When I looked up Holy Smokes, it was all like marijuana based.
Oh,
that's funny.
And the holysmokes.com website is marijuana pictures and they want like 50 grand. I'm like, have fun. Wait for to be legal.
This is great. One more question. Do you have any more contests coming up that you're competing in the next few months?
No, I really focus on the business aspect. Contents, can't speak today. The competitions are a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, it's a very different style of cooking. You're cooking for one bite glory.
Right.
I would never feed my best friends this barbecue. It's like floated with MSG and all this stuff, and it's so much fun, and it's great for bragging rights. Mm-hmm. My motto is I want to bring incredible food that happens to be kosher to the masses and wow people with kosher.
Love it.
And do it at the same time without ever compromising my ethics. Always being an A+ human being in everything I do. I mention everything I do. My boys are always asking.
I'm gonna call you out on that motto, by the way.
Why?
You want to make amazing food that happens to be kosher? Kosher food happens to be amazing always. Kosher food is great. What's with this? Everyone's trying to make food amazing and it's kosher.
By the way, though, is it like?
We touched on it.
You have not had some of this kosher food, man. I need to take you to some spots.
We're not talking jarfish. We're talking barbecue. By the way, talking about like Texan barbecue, like all this real, even Kansas barbecue. Barbecue essentially is brisket and it's ribs and it's not that different, right?
Yeah. We're really just not doing the pork. I mean, I do lamb, I do veal, we do beef back ribs.
Yeah.
Everything's getting expensive. So it's a balance of like how often I have short ribs in stock. That'll be a specialty item we ship for sure.
How has like inflation affected your base price?
Yeah.
It's actually fascinating.
So people also forget that I'm not putting a brisket in an oven and selling it for $29.99 a pound. I'm cooking it physically for 14 hours with a wood fire. That 15-pound brisket gets trimmed to 12 pounds. That turns to 8 to 9 pounds.
So you get a brisket. It's 15 pounds. You're paying.
You left with about 60%.
Even if you're paying wholesale, it's now going down to 60% of the original size. Then you're putting in 14 hours of work just to cook it.
Exactly.
Wow.
So even tray smoked brisket is expensive.
Right.
Wow.
Tray smoked brisket could be 38 a pound. So it's like 48 a pound. I'm like, my prices do need to go up, but I'm trying to help out.
It's interesting you have that in charcuterie also because like as you're aging it or dry aging, it shrinks. It's losing the moisture.
Biltong too. I had to get my margins right. I have to really. I actually got.
Are you selling biltong or dry horse on the websites?
So not yet. The biltong. I'm gonna keep going. I do those a lot for my jerky boards. I put it on the jerky boards, and I have like South Africans who want like, I want it wet, I want it dry. Everyone has a different opinion. It's so difficult to get all these South Africans happy.
How do you figure out your margins on the business side? Is that your husband or?
No, in the beginning, when we started the business and thinking if we could go full time, my husband made these crazy spreadsheets and had me do weights and keeping track of things and loss, and then we'd have to tweak it and okay, this price and what's this cost for half a pound. You know, we have these crazy spreadsheets. So now I know my numbers really well. But new items, for example, like when I do start hitting sausages or these Wednesday night meals, even if it's $5, just tweaking the margins just to make sure we're really covered.
Right. Because you need to make sure you're covered and you're making something.
Because I'm so nice that I wish I could just do this for free.
Totally.
That's kind of
maybe one day, by the way, you say it out loud, you never know.
I could be like OBKLA.
Yeah.
You know the OBKLA?
Yes, that's like not a soup kitchen, but it's like they help people out who have a hard time with food in LA.
And they send to the organizations.
Right.
And so we actually worked a little bit with them.
Based.
I sent them a ton of stuff. We were getting donations left and right during this fire. We went viral during fire.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I'm getting a little bit hungry.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to LA soon.
Yeah, I'm hungry for LA. But
seriously, it would be a dream to feed you my yakitori and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, we had a taste of it because we made it for the magazine.
Yes. So for those of you that are not yet, I mean, you definitely should be trying Dani's smoked meats. Check out her article in the upcoming July issue, Yakitori. It is not Korean barbecue like I thought for some reason. It is Japanese barbecue. For some reason I messed up. And I was the one who was playing around with it by the shoot. Yeah. It was delicious. It was a lot of fun. It was really
you were putting dough on there. I'm like, bro.
Oh, yes. We were throwing dough on there also. Yeah.
Oh, that was on the
And God willing, by July, we'll be fully, I hope to be up and running in the next 2 weeks with shipping.
So then by July, the time this comes up,
that's the goal.
It will be. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We greatly appreciate it and just really enjoyed actually conversing and talking.
It's fascinating.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now, do you know where I have to go break into?
Uh-oh.
Naomi Nachman's house. I'm staying there and she's not there.
Oh, so everyone loves
I'm breaking in. We become good friends over the past couple of years.
So send regards.
But I was really concerned someone's going to be like calling police, like someone's breaking into the house with the name Holy Smokes on their sweatshirt.
I could drive you over when we're done. Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
This episode is partially sponsored by Flashix Magazine. Flashix Magazine is something we are personally very passionate about, but we're really excited to let you know about our upcoming Shavuos issue. Every single year we come out with Milchiks. So it's our once a year Milchiks edition.
The Flashix Milchiks issue.
Yes. And that is coming out. You can order it as a single issue on our website at flashix.com.
You can order Milchiks on flashix.com.
Yes. But you can also subscribe to the magazine. You get 11 issues a year, and you also get access to hundreds of recipes on our app, which is exclusive to our subscribers and hosts all our previously published recipes. So even if you subscribe today, you have access to years worth of content. Flashix.com, use code.
It's worthwhile investment.
What code should they use?
Code GLATT.
Use code GLATT.
GLATT, uppercase.
For?
To get 18% off.
Use code GLATT to get 18% off.
This episode is brought to you by Heaven and Earth, new sweet and salty popcorn. This is a kettle corn. It is a healthier version of regular popcorn.
Oh, I see. It says 70 calories per cup, gluten-free.
Look at that.
Vegan. Oh, made with avocado
oil.
Made
with avocado oil.
That's the new buzzword.
The new buzzword. I mean, no seed oils.
Yeah.
And I bought 2 bags. One of them I brought home and ate.
And you liked it?
I really enjoyed it. It was a great snack.
It was kettle corn. The sweet and salty.
I don't feel like it compromised on any of the I don't feel like the oil or whatever.
So you have to trust Shlomi. He would never eat a snack that's not good.
I like
for the sake of it being healthy.
Real fat, real sugar.
I'm curious to see the bag. That's very cool. I also love the bag.
So Heaven and Earth has added some.
Oh, also Himalayan pink sea salt.
Yep, there you go.
There you go.
All the buzzwords, all the keywords, and it is amazing.
I love that there's a company like Heaven and Earth coming out and really servicing the kosher market and providing healthy options for everyone. It's I want
to end this ad with ASMR because as we're moving it around, I just heard.
Oh, that's funny.
This episode is brought to you by De La Rosa's Black Truffle Oil.
I want to give it
truffle oil is very hot. Truffle is very hot. Truffle oil as a finishing oil with that flavor. I mean, I do it on my polenta. It's great on meat dishes.
Yeah, it's a very good finishing oil. You don't use it to cook.
No, it's not really used for cooking.
It's a finishing oil.
If you're gonna do cooking, I would rather use like the truffle salt or.
Right, that's a good one, or truffle zest.
You want me to open that for you and just tell us like what you would use it for?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, we were talking about what we would use it for. It's a
So
very
what
good
I would
finishing.
what would you use it for?
Whatever
you're
you
not
said.
you're not as into truffle as I am.
So for Shabbos, I started to make this like roast beef. I find it like really easy to make, and it goes a long way, and everyone loves it, and it's good served cold. And I like will make 1 or 2 platters of it, and you can finish it off with a drizzle of truffle oil, some very thinly sliced radishes, microgreens, and the Molden salt. So it's just a really good finishing oil. The same with you drizzle it over some tuna, mashed potatoes, rice, and yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's interesting is it says infused extra virgin olive oil, because I also smell that.
Yes, but you do get a strong whiff.
Oh yeah,
of the truffle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. I love it. I love truffle, and I like truffle oil.
I actually went truffle hunting in Italy. We wrote about it in the magazine.
Wrote about it in the Rome issue.
That was very interesting because I'm a Brooklyn born and bred Crown Heights girl who had to hang around with dogs for like a few hours. And I was trying to be chill and like, oh, no big deal. But it was very adventurous experience. So now I know where truffle comes from. Truffle comes from
under the ground.
It's literally just like wild grown mushrooms that are that just sort of grow on their own underground. I think you could probably create the conditions to, but they're found in very specific regions in Europe, and you need specially trained dogs to actually sniff out the spots where the truffles are. They sniff it out, they walk around, and then they start digging underground, and they get the truffle out. And the guides, they know they have to quickly grab the truffle from the dog to make sure the dog doesn't eat the truffle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very intense.
Yeah.
All right. So, De La Rosa's black truffle oil. Try it out. Let us know what you think.
Kosher, it's blocked. You're listening to Blocked. It's all